Good evening. Good evening to everyone. How's everybody doing? Good evening to everyone. Good evening in the United States. Buenas tardes a todos, el público mexicano también. I just said good evening to public in Spanish. How's everybody doing? Good evening. Happy Sunday, everybody. Happy Sunday. God bless everyone. God bless everyone in the United States. And God bless everyone in my city of Tijuana, born and raised over here. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, everyone, for asking. What happened last night? No, people. No. I did not get attacked last night, for God's sake. No, I did not get attacked, yesterday at a rally, and I did not get into a fight. It was an altercation of words, and this altercation of words happened way before I went over there to the other side. And way before everything started happening on the other side, and I have a video and evidence that I showed to the public. I just had an altercation of words with a security guy that pulled my jacket. That was the altercation. No, I did not get attacked. There was another person that really got attacked, and I feel so bad for that. But our agenda is to report, people. Our agenda is to report. Get information from the people that we really want to get information from. So that's why we interviewed Padre Solimene. It took me a long time to get to the other side, and there was a caravan of migrants that I did an interview for you guys. You can see that video of me showing you the interviews right here with the phone and in this page, Oscar L. Blue. How's everybody doing? I'm Oscar Blue for Border Network News. I'm sorry. The other part is Anthony Agüero, that he is in El Paso. Follow my partner, please, as he is also doing great search and great interviews in the United States and defending his country. Also, people, last minute information. Last night it was confirmed another riot again. Another riot, and they're having difficulty with the Cubans. Boy, my God. My God, they're having difficulty with the Cubans. And let me just right here put the number. They're having so much difficulty with Cubans over there that they're the ones that they're always instigating a riot. And I don't know how many that I know of riots that they've been doing. Approximately, they've been 4. With this one, it's 5. With this one, it's 5. 5 riots. 5 riots of Cubans in the South Door in Chiapas. 5 riots. 5 riots of Cubans in the South Door in Chiapas, and another one happened yesterday. And we have the information. We have the information of what happened in these riots that just came in with our contact. That is a really good friend of ours, Carlos Lopez, from ATN Noticias, ATN News. Just had a contact with him right now in the morning, and he told me, I just finished the information. I will give it to you so you can give it to the American audience. So this is what happened, and this is the information that we got. They were put to liberty 146 Cubans in the migrant station of Siglo XXI, 21st century, who they stayed almost for 60 days incarcerated under really bad conditions. According to Luis Garcia Villagran, the Institutional National of Immigration, they freed Cubans after a protest with their sheets of Comar. Comar is the commission, the Mexican commission that helps refugees. Comisión Mexicana de Ayuda a Refugiados, Comar, Comisión Mexicana de Ayuda a Refugiados. So they're saying that, according to Luis Garcia Villagran, that he is from the Institutional National of Immigration, he freed Cubans after a protest with the sheets of Comar that I just explained to you what dependency is that from their government. After they were demanding their freedom to the delegate of migration, Yadira de los Santos. They were demanding their freedom of that station, that particular station. 146 Cubans. Unbelievable. They're saying that the Cubans, they came out of the building with a process of a refugee solicitation, not as asylum, as a refugee solicitation. And also with the advice and the assessoration of the Commission of Nations, United Nations for Refugees. So they were coached also, and they were helped also by another dependency, not only Comar, that Comar is the commission of the Mexican Commission of Helps Refugees. Also, they were helped by another organization that its name is National Commissions of Refugees in Mexico. And they had an option to be taken to another shelter. So they got out of there. They were demanding, we want our freedom. Apparently Cubans, they think that they still on their agenda that they can get the political asylum like this in the United States, and it has changed a lot. It has changed a lot, people, and we know this. But they are having some humongous problems with Cubans every time they hit the south door. Every time they hit the south door, they're having problems with riots after riots. And it's difficult to control them. So they put them in really bad conditions. And after they got tired of it, because they don't learn that they have to wait for a process, after they got tired of it, they committed a riot. And Comar, that is C-O-M-A-R, Comisión Mexicana de Ayuda a Refugiados, and another dependency that it was helping them, that is Comisionado de las Naciones Unidas de los Refugiados, that is the Commission of the United Nations of Refugees. Both of them were working to get them out. Both of them were working to get them out of there. So they got them out of there, and they had an option to go to another shelter. So after they got them out of there, look what he says. After they got them out of there, it says, with that being said, that they had an option to go to another shelter, none of the Cubans wanted to stay in that shelter. So they got their right and their document as refugee, but none of them wanted to stay in a shelter. So they want to be freely, walking around freely. And a pastor by the name of a shelter by the name of Jesus, the good pastor of the poor people and the migrants. This is another shelter. He was the one that offered them to stay. This is the shelter. The shelter is Jesus, the good pastor of the poor people and the migrant. So that was the shelter that it was offering them to stay after they got out, after Comar and after ACNUR, that those are the both dependencies. One is from the United Nations, the other one is for refugees of Mexico. Both of them, they barged in and they took him out. And they prefer, look at this. This is what I'm, this is what I don't get. They claim the asylum. They don't claim the asylum. They claim for refugee. Now, if you're a refugee, you're running away from fear. You're running away from violence and poverty. You're running away from that, the three of them. And after they got him out of there, a pastor and his shelter went over there and told them, you know what, I can help you out. And this shelter was Jesus, the good pastor of the poor people and the migrants. That's the name of the shelter. But guess what happened? The 146 Cubans said, we don't want to go to a shelter. So where are you going? And they decided to rent a hotel. Where did they get the bread? Where did they get the money? So all of them, it says right here that they didn't want to go to the shelter. So all of them went to rent hotels and security houses. All of the 146 of them went to rent hotels and security houses. Isn't that amazing? Where did they get the money to rent a hotel and to rent security houses? You know how much hotels are right now over there in Chiapas for the migrants? The prices went up 50%. That's what this guy's telling me. So, you know, their hotels are getting, like private hotels and private rooms and all that stuff. The prices went up. Wow. Now, see, if over here we have gone undercover to several hotels and asked how much money they're asking weekly, and we're talking about a lot of them, they're saying $100, $150, some of them $100, and some of them $115 a week. So imagine how much money they're paying over there. How much money they're paying over there. And if they're not paying that amount, where are they getting the money to pay? Because there was a shelter from a pastor that went over there and told them, okay, you guys are demanding to get out. You're demanding for your refugee pass. You've been treated with unhuman conditions. Comar has helped you. ACNUR has helped you. Those are the two dependency. Comar, Google it, COMAR. And the other one is ACNUR, ACNUR. So both of these dependencies was the ones that barged in for the migrants to get them out. They got them out, and then, you know, who's going to take them over? So a good pastor went over there and said, you know what? I'll take you guys. I'll take you guys. I'll help you guys out. The pastor he went over there and told them, you know, I'll take you. And these guys were like, no, hell no. We're going to rent a hotel in a private home. God, wow. Wow, really? I don't understand, really. Wow. A lot of them, they got family from the United States. I understand that they're paying a lot of money. But if you got the family from the United States and you're waiting on your process, why don't you just come over here? And you stop waiting over there, and you already have your refugee pass, or you already have your migrant pass. Why don't you just move all the way up? Why are you paying them a home? Why are you spending all that bread and all that money on a private home and also on a hotel, renting a room? Amazing. So after that, it says the foreigners, they have to sign, they have to go sign their paperwork to the station of the 21st century. And also they're saying that the Commission of Refugees, Comar, all Mondays and Tuesdays, they're doing their paperwork, a process for the Cubans. So they have to wait there. Oh my God. Wow. So this is the thing. Now I get it. They have the refugee pass. But to get authorized, they need to wait 6 months. Wow. It says that to get it authorized, they have to wait 6 months. So they got the permit to get out of the shelter, and they got the application to sign for a refugee pass. But they did not give them the refugee pass. So they have to go Mondays and Tuesdays for Comar to give them the refugee pass. And they have to wait in Tapachula, in Ciudad Hidalgo, 6 months, almost all to the term of 6 months, to get the refugee pass. Imagine 6 months, wow, 6 months waiting on Tapachula. I don't think that they're gonna wait 6 months, people. Who thinks? Just tell me right now, who thinks that they're gonna wait 6 months in Tapachula, paying rooms and paying a hotel without going to the shelter every week and every day? Who thinks that? They're not going to wait. So they're going to move undercover on a bus or something like that. But wow. So this 146, to recap, this 146 Cubans, they did a little riot because they were contained for more than 60 days under unhuman conditions. So they asked for Comar, C-O-M-A-R, Comisión de Ayuda de Refugiados, Comisión Mexicana de Ayuda de Refugiados, and also ACNUR, that is Alto Comisionado de las Naciones Unidas, that is the United Nations dependency. Both of them went in there, they got them out, and when they got them out, they told them, we need our refugee pass. They didn't give them a refugee pass. They told them, you have to wait. You have to wait. We don't want to wait in the Siglo XXI. We want to wait outside. So they had to wait. So a shelter went over there to take them over. That the shelter was Jesus, the good pastor of the migrants and the poor people. This pastor went over there to ask for, if they wanted to go to the shelter. They said, no, we want to pay a private hotel and a private house. I don't know where they got the money from. And they're saying that right now they have to wait for 6 months, almost 6 months, to get the refugee pass to move all the way to the north. So they are going to wait 6 months paying hotels and rooms. There's 146 Cubans. Who thinks that they're going to be waiting 6 months? Who thinks? Nobody's going to wait for 6 months. Nobody. So they're going to keep on moving. Hopefully, now with the National Guard implementing in the whole country with this agreement, they will get control and they will not exit the city. They already said that they're going to have this, my contact over there, Carlos, good man, good friend of mine. He already told me they're going to have checkpoints before they exit Chiapas. Checkpoints to check documents, to check if you have a refugee visa, if you have a work visa, if you have a visa of transit. If you have one of those three, you're okay. But if you don't have none of the above, you cannot transfer from the south to the north. So right now, 146 of them got released from that torment of unhuman treatment that they were saying from Siglo XXI. They got out of there, and a pastor went over there to take them in a shelter. They didn't want to go to the shelter, so they rented private homes and private hotels, and now they got to wait 6 months to get the refugee pass. My God, 6 months. Also, one of the head priests from Chiapas, he says that his name is Jaime Calderon. He externed his preoccupation for the announcement of the National Guard deployment to the whole country. He said that it's going to he said that it's going to provoke problems. It's not going to solve problems. It's going to provoke problems. I want to ask, when did the church get the power right now to be respected as an authority respected as an authority and to be respected as we take the decisions and we come out and say, you know what, this is wrong. You need to do this. When has the church in Mexico really, it's been long as a time that they have been, taking decisions about politics and government and corruption. But right now, when it has been relevant that, their opinion is really important. When? I don't understand really. And now, in his Sunday conference, he told everybody, this head priest in Chiapas, that it was extremely important that the city would show the discomfort of the National Guard blocking lines for the migrants to transit freely in our country. Wow. Amazing. Wow. Amazingly. Wow. Amazingly. And it is a problem now. It is a problem. We were watching Father Solimene last night at an interview that I was doing with you guys. And I was doing with you guys an interview, and I was, last evening yesterday with Father Solimene, and his opinion is really strong. And he has a gigantic authority regarding, can you hold on, you guys, please? Out a 4-year-old, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, you guys. It looks like every time it's the same thing. My son is just he pops up at the right moment. So it is incredibly amazing now that we have the church and all these priests coming out. All these priests are coming out. Why? When has the caravan been so important for you? When? Money. All about money. All about control. And all about having the control over the migrants. Unbelievable. Now, every priest and every state is coming out and defending. It looks like the government is colliding and is working with the churches, like it's always been, but now it's more open, it's more in front of your face, and the citizens see it, and they don't want to realize that there is a problem with the government and the church. It is a gigantic problem. And now they're coming out and they're just in the middle of mass, in the middle of a church service. It is so ridiculous that you're bringing politic problems in a service. And this head priest is telling everybody in Chiapas that the National Guard is a wrong choice, that the migrants need to be transiting freely in our country from the south all the way to the north. And they're saying, this guy also, he goes quote unquote, he says, the agreement regarding the National Guard and the surroundings on protection in Mexico, and that agreement with the United States is wrong. They should have the right to transit freely from the south to the north. Now, as I was telling you guys, priests are getting really involved in this movement. That's why yesterday that I did an interview with Father Solimene, and he is a gigantic figure on this caravan movement. Gigantic figure on this caravan movement. He has churches in Honduras, Salvador, and Guatemala. He's one of the impulsors, and he's the one that he's always motivating for them to come. So my first question to him, that's why I asked this question, it was this. Go directly to the point. 7,946 in February, 8,916 in March, 11,507 in May, unaccompanied children trafficked to our borders into the United States. What is your take on that? And he has a really political take. He has a really political take now. He is so involved now in the caravan movement that the government is letting the churches get so involved in the caravan movement now, really involved, that we have statements in Chiapas about a priest doing services, not talking about the Bible, talking about God, talking about that there is injustice, and it's been service after service after service. The whole day talking about that the National Guard shouldn't be here and that the citizens should get together and protest. When did a priest get that authorization to claim people to protest? A priest is full with peace. A priest is peace with God. A priest is to do things right, not to protest. That is my idea. I don't know if I'm wrong or right. Really, people, I don't really know. Really, I don't know. But it's so unfortunate that we're riding against the current of the sea, and it's just a mass wave that is coming, a 55-footer. A 55-footer. If you're a surfer, you already know that that is an animal. And we're riding and we're pedaling to get to the other donkey that is on the other side. That's how they call him, the other burro, to the other side. And we're pedaling to get to the other side, but we have to go through a 55-footer first. And who's on the 55-footer? We got the United Nations, that is all the way to the top. The government, the 154 countries that are in the UN Pact, the socialists, the Democrats, the traffickers, the organizations from lawyers, the organizations from migrants, and all that, and coyotes and traffickers and all that. But now we got the church. The church and priests, that they're given freely the opinion of how to protest against a political movement that is not their issue. It's not their issue. It is the government's issue. And we know that the church and the cartel and our government in Mexico and in Tijuana are like this. They're together. We already know that. But it was so undercover. It was so underneath a rock. Nobody can see a priest telling, you should do this. So like, hey man, yeah, that happened because of a priest. No, man, come on. But behind your back, they were doing it. But now they're so freely open that it's unbelievable. And you get a priest like Solimene yesterday, as I was talking to him, and I wanted to force him to say, it is not my fault. It is the United Nations' fault. And he said, Soros. That's a great statement. That he said, Soros. Big. Why? Because he's saying that the United Nations are the ones that they're in charge of trafficking and of this crisis. He's saying that. That is the most important thing. And he's blaming the United Nations for this trafficking of humans and kids. That is the most important thing. But when did we rely on a priest's opinion? Now we do. And now we see a priest in Salvador Chapachula, Chiapas, that he is giving mass to everybody. And it's not your typical priest. I don't know how you say it in English, but people that know how to translate for me, please. It's called, let me see if I can go Google right here. I will say his position right now. You must excuse me, people. Okay, he's a bishop. So this bishop, imagine that, a bishop doing services, a bishop doing services of the state of Chiapas, gathering people to say we should protest against the National Guard. Imagine. Wow. Wow. A bishop. It's not your typical priest. It's a bishop. So this is more like, now it's more obvious. It's more obvious that we're riding against this gigantic and massive animal as wave that I just told you is a surfers know a 55-footer, 50-footer is gigantic. And we are riding against this wave, and United Nations, socialists, leftists, Democrats, coyotes, organizations of lawyers, priests, churches, all of it. All of it. And all because of what? Power, control, freedom to transit, all one, brotherhood, no borders. Everybody shall help everybody. $1, one coin, 1 peso, one money, one religion, one transit. Unbelievable. And now we rely on bishops' opinions. Google this bishop. His name is right here. Jaime Calderon. He is the one that he said that. And he's really preoccupied of what is going to happen with the National Guard. When has a bishop really on a Sunday mass talk about politics in his service? Do they get the liberty and the permit to do that? So unbelievable that, to recap, 146 migrants did a riot yesterday at the station of Siglo XXI, all of them Cuban, again for the 5th time, 5th riot, Cubans. They were holding at a particular place in Siglo XXI for 60 days on unhuman conditions. So Comar, that is the commission, the Mexican commission that helps refugees, and also the other dependency that went over there is ACNUR, that is Commission Alto, stop to the the High Commission of the United Nations of Refugees went over there, got them out, and they wanted a refugee permit. So they told them, no, you have to wait at a shelter. So a shelter went over there. That is the name of the shelter is Jesus the Pastor of Poor and Migrants. They denied the shelter. So this 146 migrants said, we are going to the private homes and private hotels. So they went and rent private hotels and rooms. And now they have to wait 6 months to get the refugee pass. Do you think that they're going to wait? Do you guys think that they're going to wait? And not only that, the bishop for Chiapas, his name is Jaime Calderon. He just gave a statement saying that he, on a mosque, on a Sunday, he gave a statement saying that he's against the National Guard and he's worried about the National Guard being in our country to detain the migrants to transit freely from the south to the north. And my question is, why are you, Bishop, talking about this on a mosque on a Sunday? Why? And why you're instigating people to protest against the National Guard? That is the ones that they're going to protect our sovereignty in our country. Why you're instigating people to be against it? That is against your mosque. You're for get peace. You're not to make a conflict. Unbelievable, huh? It is unbelievable how things are getting managed. That's a quick update for you guys on this riot that happens on a Sunday. You guys got me working on a Sunday. Guys got me working on a Sunday. You guys know that if there is a quick update and there is something important, I will do a live video on whatever place it is. If it is, on a border, if it is, on a shelter, if it is, whatever it is, I will do a live video with you guys to, if it is an emergency like this, is a last minute update for you guys. This statement of the riot, it was given yesterday. We posted on our page that there was a riot in Tapachula again by Cubans, but now I got the full information, so I don't want to give it out by saying the exact facts, so you guys will not get the exact facts. Thanks to my contact over there in Chiapas, journalist Carlos Lopez. Thank you so much, brother. Thank you so much. You're a great help. You're a great brother, and I don't want to say it, but I'll say it. I will see you soon. I'll see you, Carlos. I'll see you soon. You know what time it is, and you know which day. I'll see you soon. So, you guys want to ask questions, I'm right here before I go. You guys want to ask questions, I'm right here. I'm right here before you go. Oh, people are saying contributions, PayPal. There's if somebody can pin my PayPal right here for people to see. Thank you so much, people. Really, thank you so much. Appreciate you. God bless you all. God bless you all. We are having problems with the page. They're going to try to bring it down, and they're reporting it every time. So please, make good comments. We don't insult nobody. We don't put no pictures of nobody. So it's we are really, a public, independent journalist and independent broadcaster. And citizen independent broadcaster license, independent broadcaster. So we do our job as good as we can, and as attached to the reality and the truth about the news. That is our agenda. The news. We do as much as we can about the news. So please don't stop doing live feeds. No, I'm not stopping doing live feeds. Who said that I was going to stop doing live feeds? So I'm not. I don't know where you got that. Love the shirt. Yes, I'm going to wear it as my pajama because it's kind of big. So United States Army, quick shout out to that particular person that gave me this shirt. Beautiful, beautiful. And also, one of my cousins served in the National Guard. And, he told me yesterday, you should wear that shirt because the National Guard is a branch of the Army. So he was like, that's a good shirt. And one day I will bring my cousin right here live with me. That is one of my purposes. My cousin, he is not a Republican and he is not a Democrat. He is in between. And he's going to give several points of view regarding the military because he's studying political science. So he can give us a really big scenario regarding the military and regarding the political issues with the military in the United States. That is a surprise that I got for you guys. So stay tuned for that. It's going to be a great interview with him. He's studying political science. He is an ex-National Guard staff sergeant, I think so. He retired. He is studying that. Also, he's studying several languages, really articulated. My cousin is really intelligent. Thank God that I have that beautiful cousin, that he served a beautiful country like the United States. And we will have, him on a live interview, and hopefully we'll have Anthony too, so we can, do a little debate on his thoughts about the wall, his thoughts about the military, his thoughts about, politics regarding the military inside the United States, his thoughts about all that regarding Anthony also as a Republican Party, and regarding me as a neutral guy that it doesn't belong to no political party. So it will be great for you guys to see that. Thank you, Oscar. You're amazing. You bring the true news. Thank you so much. Have you ever read the book of Revelation, especially chapter 12? No, I haven't, and I will read it. Probably yes, but I don't remember. But I will read it. Thank you. Oscar, do you think the Mexican president will actually follow through the deal? Yes, they have asked me this a bunch of times, and yes, I believe it. Yes. Okay. Okay, let me see. The real news. Thank you so much, Brenda. Thank you. I'm going to try to put all the list seeds over the border. Okay. Are the Africans and comments are going real fast. I'm sorry. Are the Africans, where are you going, man? Where are you going, comment? Who told you to go? Are the Africans and other go through their border? They're stationed right now in the Siglo XXI. So yes, they're waiting right there. I'm going to go all the way, pay is $500 a month. You can look up about Mexican Army, the National Guard. There is new. You can look that up too. I don't know what you're referring to, Caroline May Wentz, but I will investigate what your comment is. I did not get you right there. Oscar wears a medium shirt. Yes, I do. You're doing a great job. Thank you, Dominic. Thank you. Sorry. You have to watch the replay. Head to help moms 88. Oh, God bless your mom. Thank you for you and your family service. Oh, thank you so much. Shirt size blue. Medium. This is big. This is large, but it's okay. I wear it I wear it at home. This is a really good, cool shirt. Thank you so much. He looked bigger than a medium. Yes. I know. I look a little bit bigger, but no, I'm not that big. Okay. Thank you, Oscar, for what you do. Thank you so much, Kim Dawson. How is your documentary coming along? It's coming. It's coming. The guy has a lot of work. Probably is not going to get released on the 4th of July. Why? Because he has a bunch of work. And also we're going to release, a little commercial on the week that is going to be awesome for you guys. My son was a staff sergeant in the U.S. Air Force. Oh, wow. God bless you. I guess medium. Yes, I'm a medium. What a blessing. Thank you, everyone. Yes. You're doing a great job. Thank you so much. Thank you. Those are great comments, and I'm doing a great job. That is all to it. Thank you so much. You're doing a great job. Wrong language before. I don't understand. Wrong language before. Okay. Thank all those who serve for the U.S. to be free. Yes, the military people. You're doing a great job. Also, thank you so much. I wasn't here last night. Sorry. Okay, Shayla, watch the video so you will see. Aurora Luisa Paez Casanova, are the Africans and other got their papers? No, they haven't. That's why they're protesting and they're making riots. That's why. But no, they haven't got their humanitarian visas. We will investigate a little bit later, as my partner right here in Chiapas, and he's doing some investigations. His page is remodeling his page, so he's doing so much investigations that he has so much information for me that it's going to take a little while to get to my my hands. So he will be releasing this information day by day, but don't worry, I will get you the information that you guys need. Why isn't Mexico giving them any paperwork? Because they need to come in documented peacefully and with a purpose. So if they have to wait, they have to wait. You helping me learn kind of English. Whoever wants to learn English, Spanish, I will gladly teach them. I always told my son that when he got a new shirt and it was roomy, I told him he would grow into it. So bulk up to fill it up. I'm good with the medium, man. I'm good with medium, and I'm good with size 31, size 32 pants. I'm good. That's good. That's good for me. I didn't say okay. You need a sombrero and a horse. Come on. No, I don't. Where is it? Where is it? I don't got one right here. No, I don't got a sombrero. No. I'm not a cowboy. I'm not. Anthony is a cowboy. I'm not a cowboy. God bless you guys. It was a great Sunday. So I addressed some of your comments. Really nice talking to you guys on a Sunday. Have a blessed day. Have a gigantic blessed day. We will do a live video right now at Abusados in Spanish so we can talk about the interview with Father Solimene. Also, we will have the interview with one of the leaders of Angels from Frontiers. The same thing that I did with you guys, I'm going to do it at Abusados. So have a great evening. Have a great evening. It was beautiful talking to you guys on a Sunday. Rest up. Tomorrow we have a big day and a big week. Have a beautiful week. Peace and love, everybody. Watch my partner Anthony. Please watch him. Watch him. Peace and love, everybody. And always, your country first.